were having a meeting, and a getaway meeting at Nera Hotel at Alex Okweme Street here in the federal capital city of Nigeria on the 5th of January 2018. At about 7 p.m., armed men, whom now we know are elements of the DSS and other security agents and members of the Nigerian military, picked them up at gunpoint, arrested them, drove them around the city for about an hour, took them to the DIA, took them down to the 4th story downstairs, and held them there for 20 days. During these 20 days, the agents from the United Nations High Commission for Refugees visited them and identified them and then reassured them that nothing could happen to them as long as they were being investigated. For what? Nobody told them. There was no judicial overview, there was no administrative overview. And then on the 25th of January, honorable member, they were taken from the DIA straight to Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, the military wing of it, and then put into a Cameroon military plane that had got into Nigerian airspace, landed in Nigerian airspace, and took this men away. This was a cargo military plane. There were no seats.
They're Cameroonian originally. They are born Cameroonian.
They're Cameroonian born. Okay. Yes, sir. And just to refresh your memory, pursuant to the 1951 Convention on the Law of Refugees, the concept, the founding principle on which that law lies, is the principle of non-refoulement. And non-refoulement means if somebody is running away from persecution, and persecution, whether it's because of race, religion, political opinion, national origin, or membership in a particular social group, you cannot send them back to that same harm that they're running away from. The question that you might want to ask is was that fear, was that harm asserted? The answer is definitely yes. Yes, why? Because those certificates had already been granted. Those statuses were already granted. So they were refugees and asylum seekers. But they are not yet, and they have not been granted asylum. Precisely, they were granted, and that's why those certificates are there. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's why I wanted to clarify for you. So they were here. So that's the basis under which we call them Nigerian citizens. Okay. That's why we're not calling them Nigerians by birth. And you would know that Nigerian law in terms of citizenship does not really, for the sake of human equality, does not really distinguish between birth and registration in terms of citizenship. And that's why when the chairman says that they are Nigerian citizens, he's absolutely very right. Without trying to win it, honorable member, any more questions to elucidate and clarify this, because this is very important for members to understand so that they can reach a decision that is appropriate in this case.
I don't about that right when it comes to crime, cross-border crime.
Cross-border crime.
And do you know anything about the bilateral agreement between Cameroon and Nigeria?
I'm a criminal lawyer as well.
Thank you. Yes. You know that if a Cameroonian commits crime against Nigeria in Cameroon, Nigeria can request for him to be brought to Nigeria for trial.
Correct.
So how much more of a born Cameroonian who is asylum seeker in Nigeria that cannot be taken to Cameroon for crime in case they have committed crime against Cameroon, and Cameroon has requested for him officially.
The issue here is that there's no evidence of found that there was a crime committed, or that they have been convicted of any crime, or that are awaiting persecution in the room. So the issue we should be asking is whether or not the process of repatriation was followed. If that was not followed and these people have been granted asylum and giving certificates. The moment you have issued that certificate, you have assumed
The citizenship.
or residency of that country. That's very
What I'm trying to say, Chairman, is that let us look at it dispassionately.
if you have any,
If we look at it dispassionately,
if there's any evidence from the Foreign Ministry or the Attorney General's office that there was a crime, they are awaiting trial in Cameroon, have no issue. We will allow them to be tried there. But as long as it is political opinion or there's fear of
Persecution.
persecution instead of prosecution. You understand? There's a difference between prosecution and persecution. So if they are awaiting prosecution, then we can allow the process to go on. But if they are being persecuted because of their belief or because they are afraid or they are talking bad about the government, that's a different thing.
And Mr. Chairman,
you might want to let your voice
Do you want to say something?
This, the area you're talking about already is not for the Honorable Attorney General to talk about. If you talk about issue of refoulement, rendition, is not for us. It's the people that is it. They are alleging that Nigerian armed forces, that's the allegation.
Armed forces?
No, Nigeria, the armed men. They said armed men.
correct.
Armed men.
Correct.
And this will make me again, Honorable Chairman, to go back to this decision. The decision I talked about. Because in that decision, the court said, that's the term they use in the affidavit. The court now said there are so many armed security agencies in Nigeria. So you need to define exactly what happened, what's transpired.
That is why the word.
I'm only referring you again back to yes.
The wheels of justice are slow, but they will surely come to pass. Every indication, it shows say Ambazonia get the upper hand for inside the Nigerian House of Representatives, where it fight and for say make justice be done. And no be only for talk or mop say justice be done, but mean la Republic of Cameroon actually release Ambazonian leader the way they did for jail, where they be go kidnap am for Nigeria in total violation of their rights and international law. I remember the United Nations Human Rights Commission working group in Geneva, the subgroup on arbitrary arrest and detention. If you don't also denounce this thing, tell la Republic, say release those people and compensate them. The Abuja High Court ruling of 1st of March 2019, it also do same. That means say for inside Nigeria, the judiciary be already talk say this act that La République du Cameroun and Nigeria they did on the 5th of January 2018 is in violation of international convention. They say me they release them, but they never still accept for releasing. That means something see there for background. But as Ambassador identified, I dey encourage una, I dey tell una say there is light at the end of the tunnel. Share this video as far as you can. This struggle dey for various angles them. As you dey push am for this side, that side to the push am, that side to the push am, Ambassador go be free. Freedom we seek, freedom we shall get, and so shall it be. Share this video as far as you can. And I promise you, say I go bring una the complete session which will happen maybe for a subsequent day because it really long. But I want play am for you so that when I will really follow up, understand everything. This is just except from what happened on the 29th of May 2025. I'll bring to you more as the time unfolds. Thank you very much. My name is Fabiano Deco, your friend, your comrade, and your humble servant. God bless you. God bless Ambazonia. And Ambazonian prisoners of conscience, una place day. Shake, shake, day. Thank you now.